Hello, I am Tromboncino and today I will show you how the Timestop works, how you can do it, and blah blah blah. I suck at multitasking, so I will just show you and then I will explain you why I'm doing the stuff I'm doing. So the very first thing I did here is double jump with a breakout to not trigger the cutscene and make this guy stuck in place. I crouch action my way to get a block on top of them to kill them because it is the fastest way. And right now I am gonna suck this guy's souls because otherwise the game crashes on the remaster. So if I try to use the block with a timestop open, the game will crash. So I'm putting the block right here because so far it works like this. And then I'm going here to take the torch because otherwise the game will crash again. So I'm taking the torch from train 11. Look at the area DRM on the debugger, and I'm putting it on train 11. The position doesn't really matter as long as you put it in train 11. So, big thing, right here you see that the area DRM shifts between train 11 and train 12. This means that right here there is a seam. As you can see, like a seam in between two areas, a loading zone. As you can see, Raziel is going between train 11 and train 12 with his idle animation. And if I close the glyph menu right when Raziel is in between the two zones in the precise frame. Okay. You will be able to move with the glyph menu open. This is the time stop. The time stop allows everything to just stop except Raziel. As you can see, the fire in the torch is not moving. Enemies will not move, cutscenes will not play, and if you put yourself in front of an actionable object like this block right here, you take out the glyph menu and you open it again, the game will store the action in memory, which means you are able to use the block wherever you go. And the game will try to reposition yourself in front of that block. But if you cross two loading zones, that was train 9 if I'm not wrong, then train 11. Now that we are in train 12, the block is no longer in memory, and that means that the game will try to reposition us somewhere else. As simple as that. Maybe it works kind of differently in like at code level, I don't know. I didn't look at the code, but this is how it works. The game just tries to position yourself in front of the block, but there is no block, so you just go out of bounds, as simple as that. And after a few tries, if you try to crouch action all your way through, you will get out of bounds. But in the remaster, using this route, only if you eat the two souls, otherwise the game crashes, or you get the wrong lock, like the wrong entity to teleport on, and that means you just don't get out of bounds, or you just cannot go here and do what I'm doing right now. Same thing here. You go with the same route close to this thing, you crouch action until you're out, and then you jump back up. And that works. Don't ask me why, but that works. Very important thing, you need to cross these loading zones. Like, if you look at the area DRM, maybe go back in the video, you will see that I'm always crossing the loading zones with each teleport. And if I am not, like happened before, the area just doesn't load. So you have to go back into the loading zone, load it, and go and proceed, basically. This, you just go back and forth, so you get a proper lock on. Also, the camera is fucked up, as you can see. The camera is stuck once you have the time stop open, and that is I positioned the camera badly when I took the block thingy, but anyway, At this point, you have to stay behind these urns. If you go further than these, you will go out of bounds in a bad way. So now I got lucky, I went through immediately. If that doesn't happen, you get stuck behind the door. And that means you have to go back and try again. Same here. Stay close around this area and start crouch actioning until you are out. I didn't say it yet, but it is very easy to fall out of bounds after each teleport. You need to crouch action, otherwise you just fall. You don't get the chance to jump back in again. Here, fuck, the camera is so bad. But anyway, there is a triangle right here on the ground. That thing on the bottom, you see, in front of me, kinda. Just go here. From this point on, if you crouch action, you will get the right teleport. If you go too far, like about here, if you try to teleport from around here, you just go and you go way too far and you fall out of bounds. Okay, I got unlucky here and I got stuck by the gate. That means I have to go back here and try again. Try again. And there you go. I got lucky after a few tries and I went through. Oh, very important thing. You have to come this way. If you go to the other side, to the opposite side of this way, like if you go, oops, I fucked up, I think. I'm very scared to go around now. But if you go to this place and try to do the same thing, you will teleport, but you will not get through this gate right here, and this place will not load, and even if you get back in bounds, this door won't be available. Simple as that. Now, you have to take out the Fuck! I know it. So I should have not crossed the loading zone to the door with that Timestop open. That makes the game crash. I'll be right back to the same place as before. As you can see, the game crashes quite a lot if you do the wrong stuff. You need to know what you are doing, and you need to try a lot of stuff. Right now I'm using the debugger, which you can use by inputting the dev command into the properties of the game. And that helps me explain all this stuff to you, basically. I'll try to go fast now to get back into that point. Same thing as before. Use the block so you don't trigger the cutscene. This is just unskippable. But yeah. Souls not make the game crash at the very first teleport. Torch to not make the game crash after crossing the first loading zone, which is this one. Timestop over here between train 11 and train 12. This is another way to get it. You just tap and then double tap leave menu. This is much faster in my opinion than tapping at the right frame, because as you just saw, by tapping forward, Raziel takes a step and crosses the loading zone very fast every time you do it, so you have a high chance to get it. Okay, this is a better camera. This is a much better camera. So you just do the same thing that I did before, but I won't explain what I'm doing right now. Keep trying until you go out of bounds, cross the loading zone, so you load the area. Go back here. Crouch action until you're out. Cross this loading zone twice, so you're probably locked. This didn't work now, so try again. You can also do this if you want. Just a single push to position yourself back. Or just jump. It's whatever. Then you go to the right. Very important, go to the right. Go close to this point. Which is around here, close to the Dumaim, or even close to the gate. Doesn't really matter. And then jump back and bounce. There is a loading zone here. You could jump in pillars 3 and not load pillars 5. So be careful. Go back if you don't do that. And now you can see the triangle. From here on, from this point to around here, you can crouch action, as you can see. If you go further than that, you just go like over this wall and you just die. Now, I didn't cross the loading zone in front of that door, so now the game won't crash. But now you have to take out the time stop to use the thing, right? How do you do that? Well, you have to close the time stop first and hold the cameras and release the glyph menu right during that frame when the cameras are like, you see this frame, this thing right here? You have to close the glyph menu in that exact frame. So I just spammed the cameras and the glyph menu all together, and I think that's the fastest way to do it, unless you're like a bot or something. And then you are able to move again. The camera is really fun, as you can see. Kane.
This has been unkind.
Yeah, very unkind. Okay, so now the fight with Kane. It's whatever. Also, the time stop, as you see, has the capacity to mess up everything, every single frame available to mankind. So you beat Kane, you save, you quit, and you reload.
I know you, Rush.
Well, actually, I used the debugger to go to train 9, so this doesn't really work. As you can see, I don't have the reaver. I just started a new game now, but let's suppose you just started. You just go all the way back to the pillars, not to the pillars, to the sanctuary, and go to the cliff. Yeah, you go back here. At this point you will have the river. So you won't have the Malkaya. The Malkaya power up. But so here you just whatever. I fucked up. At this point, I'm just showing you the current route. I'm not showing you how Timestop works specifically, but everything is connected, so I think this is important. I didn't tell you before that if you stop the glyph menu once you have the Timestop open, you unload the target. For example, you placed yourself in front of an enemy or a block, and you... What was I saying? Nah, I just read a message. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, you unload the block or enemy you had stored before. And you won't be able to use it anymore, of course. So you need to keep the glyph menu open until the very end. So in the original game, you use this place to take the time stop. You go over here, you lock on this dude. You go around here, behind this rock, and you jump, execute. As you can see, it doesn't really work. So, if it doesn't really work, your best bet is to release the cameras. As you can see in this area, if you hold the cameras and then you press the glyph menu, you are easily able to delete it. So for now, your best bet is just break out your way through. Like this. Oh, of course, if you don't know what the breakout is and how to do it... Oh, fuck, I went back in. I tried to do it fast. And I didn't practice it at all. Can I reach it with a... I was thinking, can I reach it with a standard jump? Probably not. Okay. So you get inside of here, and at this point, you're still working on the route, to be honest, but for now, this seems to work, which is killing the wraith. Very important, killing the wraith, and then absorbing the souls. We don't know if we need all of them. Like, I don't think I need this one at all. But the wraith is very important. At this point, use Oracle 5 and Oracle 3 as time stop position. And use this block to teleport. Move it. You have to move it. Otherwise, you will not be able to go out of bounds. Then cross Oracle 5 and go back to Oracle 3 and crouch action. Teleports in this place are much more consistent, and I fucked up. Yeah. This is what happens when you fail to jump. So no, I have the debugger, so reload, there you go. Then we try again. Hopefully the game doesn't crash on me, and I need this lever. One more. What? Okay, let's try again. So I think in order to not fall all the time, your best bet is to just press the direction Raziel is facing after each teleport. This is not science, so for some people it might work, for others might not, but for me it fucking doesn't work right now. Great. Yeah. This whole thing is very, very inconsistent. Just getting a run is an achievement already. Where the hell? As I said, this requires a lot of trial and error. Where's the rate? Hello? There we go. This time I will do it, trust me. Alright, I did it. As you saw, I had to jump in front of Raziel to not fall. So here, I saw Nudius teleporting from this place and going straight forward. I personally didn't try it yet, so I usually just go here, which is behind this little pillar and in front of the wall, and start crouch actioning until I'm out. There you go. Then jump to the left, reload, and jump down. What the fuck? Okay, this is not... I didn't reload it properly. Okay. I didn't touch it. Then jump down. Woo! And get close to this pillar and start crouch actioning until you're out. Might take some tries, but eventually, and I fucked up, great. I think I'm stuck, yes. Okay, can I go back up? Yes. Okay, I want to show you why I got stuck. So you see that? Yeah, okay, I'm stuck again. No, I'm not. Okay, inside this door, you just get stuck, so you had to jump over here from out of bounds. My position was not great, so the jump fell short. But from that point you need to jump back here. I'm not gonna reset, otherwise the tutorial will take years to finish. But the route is the same, basically. And then you go here, start crouch actioning until you're out, and jump down. So basically the whole thing is go out of bounds, jump back in, and trigger the loading zone. This is a kind of specific because you need to touch this door, literally. You need to get inside of it because the loading zone is stupidly placed. So you literally need to get inside. As you saw, I went back in so I can show you again. Okay, and then you get out. Now it is up to you to do whatever you want. I personally like to... Oh, nice, the camera just unfreeze itself. Here you can use the Turilim to cross Oracle 16 into Oracle 17 and jump, execute with the river. You will be put in the middle of the room, so you can jump. Oh, fuck, not like this. So you can do this. You can also jump normally, and then like that. So you're here. Beware, if you hold the glyph menu from the block to the previous area, like from Oracle 16 to Oracle 17, the game will crash. And same here, actually, if you if you keep the glyph menu open. Like Nudis told me sometimes it doesn't crash, but I crashed many times by holding it, so I don't trust it. Like if you want to be safe, unload it and then reload it. You need the block here anyway, so there's no reason to risk a soft lock for nothing. Okay, now just use this block to position yourself with the time stop, and then do this. If you're lucky, you can get off bounds immediately. And then go behind the door over here. Of course, you can do it in a faster way, but I'm trying to show you how it works. Speed optimization is another thing for later. Here, you have a lot of cutscenes and you can skip them all with the time stop open. However, the camera is not convenient. If you do it like this, moving around is trash. You don't see where you're going, so it is better to just hold the cameras, reopen the glyph menu, and leave it like this. Start moving until you are past all the cutscenes. Yeah, English. Thank you very much. And until you have reached Kane 2. And this is the route, the current route that we found actually works for any percent unrestricted. This was supposed to be a tutorial for time stop only, but honestly, it is too complex to give you just a simple video about it. So this just turned into a any percent unrestricted tutorial for the current route. And I mean the current route simply because I'm thinking about adjusting it. Like adjusting it by crossing loading zones, killing enemies, eating souls, whatever I can do to not make the game crash, and use different teleports. Yeah, they are not teleports, but I call them teleports to go out of bounds. And yeah, as soon as you're done with the cutscenes, you can just release the glyph menu and you're able to move. And it is very important that you don't use this door while the glyph menu is open, otherwise you soft lock, because you shift and use the door at the same time. You can skip the cutscene to not get killed by the wraiths, but you won't be able to defeat Kane, and you know, that's not good. And then Kane will mock you.
I must say I'm disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner. Tell me, did it trouble you to murder your brothers?
Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss?
No. I had faith in you. In your ability to hate. In your self-righteous.
Okay. I was trying to skip the cutscene at the right moment, but nah, I didn't manage to do it. Okay, so about time stop. What do you need? You need 1. A loading zone between 2 areas. 2. You need to stop the glyph menu right in between the 2 areas when the model is crossing the 2 areas. So when Raziel is touching the scene. You need, in the remaster at least, in the original you don't need to do it, but in the remaster you need to eat souls, move objects, position things properly so the game doesn't crash, or you get the right teleports. That's it. Then you need to use an actionable object like a block or an enemy or something else, I guess, if you can find it, to go out of bounds. So the game tries to lock you into that object, but there is no object, so it repositions you outside. What else? Yeah, you need to cross the loading zones between areas with your teleport, and if you cannot do it, go back and trigger the loading zone so the next area is properly loaded and you can continue. Um, you need to keep the glyph menu open until you're done with the route, of course, otherwise you cannot use any object anymore and you cannot go out of bounds. To close the glyph menu, just close the glyph menu. I mean, to close that time stop, just close the glyph menu, hold the cameras, and then open it and close it again. This is a bit different for Kane 1 because the game doesn't like it for some reason, so just spam your way through cameras and glyph menu until you're out of it. And what else? Yeah, feel free to experiment a lot and use the debugger by going into the game properties and adding a /dev command into it. Yeah, you can open the debugger by holding Devour Souls and action. You can also fly by holding sneak and cameras and pressing up and down. Oh, nice. I just avoided the thing. Anything else? Yeah, if you, of course, the breakout. The breakout, Nudius actually did a proper video about it, unlike me, that I'm talking here since 1 hour. And yeah, anything else? The flying glitch doesn't work so far, but otherwise, you will be able to use it with a time stop and fly while the time stop is open. You can do it in the original. Jaxler actually made a very good video about it, unlike me with this one. Both Nudius and Jaxler's videos will be linked in the description, so feel free to check them out. They will be available on speedrun.com, I think. Maybe not Jaxler's because that's only for the original game, but Nudius already has a guide for it on speedrun.com on the remaster, and this video will be, of course, in the same spot on speedrun.com, Discord, and blah blah blah. Links in the description. Okay, this video is done. Bye.